Okay, so triangle mid-segment numeric. All right, this triangle is formed by connecting the midpoints. All right, so again, I think what I'm going to do with these is just annotate and not submit. So these are the midpoints. All right, these are all midpoints. That's RST. The lengths of the sides are shown. Find the perimeter of the triangle RST. So they want this perimeter. Okay. So what you can remember is this is half of this. So this purple side is 4. This only happens when they're the mid segments. All right, this only happens with mid segments. This and this are parallel. So this SR is half of that. So SR is 3. And finally, this orange is this orange is half of this orange. So that's also 4. So they want the perimeter of RST, so that's 4 plus 4 plus 3, which is 8. All right, so the question is if I want to submit these or not. I don't think so. I think I just want to go back and do these short as possible for your sake, I guess. Okay, so now we have a different kind. This is the algebraic mid-segment. All right, so they're telling us that D is the midpoint of AC and E is the mid. So these are midpoints right here. All right. CAB. Oh, this one has angles. CAB is 38. Oh, what's color? CAB. This is 38 plus 6x. 38 plus 6x. And CDE is 64 minus 7x. This is 64 minus 7x. So what you have to know is, again, these lines are parallel when it's a mid-segment. Those lines are parallel. Now, before I go on to solve this, realize you could get different kinds of problems here. I thought they were going to give me EDA, this angle right here. And then I'd have to say this plus this equals 180. But they didn't. They gave me the easier one, where they're congruent. So I can just say, this, you're gonna have to wait a minute. We'll make the pass and then wait a couple minutes. 64 minus 7x, unless you have to go and then go, equals 38 plus 6x. So I guess I'll add 7x to both sides, and I'll subtract 38 from both sides. And then I'm gonna get, with these horrible colors, 13x equals 26. So x equals 2. Is that what they want? No, they don't want just x. They want the measure of CDE. So I have to plug this back in here. So I go 38 plus 6 times 2 equals 50. Now remember, on these, when you do these, like let's say you did this, go ahead. Let's say you did this and you came up with 2 as your answer, and then you submit 2 and you get it wrong, and then you read it like, oh, wait, I knew that, because I see this with kids all the time. I knew that, I just forgot to plug it back in. Or it gives you a second shot, actually. It'll give you a second shot first. So just be aware, when on the quiz, it doesn't give you a second shot. So really, you should just count that problem, like you should do an extra problem. Like Delta has a possibility where I can like assign a penalty. So if you get one wrong, you have to get another one, like a bonus one to get it right. I've never done that, but you should really kind of penalize yourself there, especially when it's a quiz. Maybe I start doing that for the quiz, I don't know, but okay. Angle bisector, okay. This is the one I really want to show you, because it's some of you like that are not so tech savvy might have issues with this. You're shown this thing whose measure is 78. Draw your best estimate of an angle bisector by clicking right and dragging from the vertex P. To be more correct, you have to draw within 5 degrees. So you got to get this out the middle. It's got to be pretty equal. Now it's not over there. Bless you. That looks pretty equal. All right, let's see. Yes, I want to submit it. Oh, look at that. Did I nail it exactly? I think I got it pretty much exactly. Almost very close. Off by a half degree maybe. Okay, so that's that kind. Again, that's the one I want to show you that, like, some people that aren't so tech whatever might have an issue with. Here's the next one that's a little bit weird. Okay, this one is not, you don't have, like, it helps you. So you drag from the dot. Now notice, these are changing up here, right? See, they're changing. You want to get them until they're exactly, you're making an angle bisector, so you want to get them exactly equal, both 38, okay? Once you have that, then you have all these statements. So you got to be aware, first of all, what really is going on here before I look at these. The whole angle is double this angle, and it's double the green angle. You could also say the green angle equals the purple angle. I guess it's purple or blue. The green angle equals the purple angle. You could say the green angle is half of the whole angle. You could say the blue angle is half of the whole angle. So those things are all true. You got to figure out which one of these is actually saying the truth. So HIK is not double anything. So it's not this. It's not this. HIJ, that's this big one right here, does not equal JIK. This is JIK, so that's not true. Let's do this side. Can't deal with these colors. Half of HIJ, so where's HIJ? HIJ is this big one. Half of that, so before, this is one of the strategies I'm going to tell in that group that I've joined, this committee for improving test skills. Before I look at what they say, I saw half of that. I know half of that could be this one, KIH, or it could be this one, JIK. So that is equal. HIK, that's true. That's the blue one. That's it. And let's just look at the last one. So HIJ certainly does not equal HIK. Here's HIK. It's double HIK. So that would be your answer. This right here. All right. Next one. Oh, this is the long one. All right, I'll just make a long video. You're only gonna have one of these on your quiz. But this is from we had this on the comprehensive exam, and in my 50 geometry students, maybe one or two got it right, and I don't want to just let this go. All right, so find equation for the perpendicular bisector of the line segment. So the first thing you got to do is find the midpoint. So the midpoint, we add the x's, x1 plus x2 over 2, and y1 plus y2 over 2. So that's going to be these two, -8 plus 4 over 2, comma, these two, -6 plus 2 over 4, which is -4 over 2, comma, -4 over 2, which is -2, comma, -2. All right, so that's the midpoint. That's the midpoint. Now we got to find the slope of this line right here. So the slope is the y's minus over the x's minus, which is, so -6 minus 2 over -8 minus 4, which is -8 over -12, which is 2 over 3. That's the slope of this line, but I want one that's perpendicular to that. So I switch that, I flip that sign, I flip this fraction, and I change the sign. -3 over 2. This is my slope that I'm using, and this is my point that I'm using, all right? The easiest thing to use is point slope form. Point slope form is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. So I just plug everything in. Y minus -2 equals -3 over 2 times x minus -2. So y plus 2 equals -3/2 times x plus 2. Now, if you want, you could turn this into, oh, it's a terrible color. You could turn this into slope-intercept form. But delta math is fine with you leaving it like this. I tried it. I want to make sure. So you can just leave it like that. Bless you. Bless you. All right, last one. It's going to be the longest video. It's at least 10 minutes. Centroid. All right. So T is the centroid. T is the centroid. Okay. So what do they want? Oh. Okay. Oh, TQ is 6. Here's this one. TQ is 6. That's the shorter version. So the longer one, before I even look what they ask, I know this is 12. And P, that's it. If they wanted the whole thing, PQ would be 18, and that's it. 12 minutes, I'm guessing. Pretty close.